Hello everyone, it's Komenda here, and today I'm going to show you all the items from the new Mintay Papers release. It was the second release for 2022, and we have 4 paper collections along with stickers, die cuts and small paper pads. We have 6 new Chippies patterns. We have 7 new Kreativa Paints, and we have one new product which will be 12 by 12 white and 12 by 12 craft paper backgrounds for all your projects. And I am going to show you everything, starting with the paper collections. So I will move everything aside and I will start with the first line. This one is called The Joy of Life, and I will start with paper and we will move to some other elements later. So as always, each collection has 6 12 by 12 double-sided papers. You can buy them by pieces, but you can also purchase a set, and the set contains of a cover and 12 papers, and you have 2 of each design. So this is like something that makes your life easier. And the cover is like an extra sheet, and it has all the patterns on the one side, but the B side is filled with elements for fussy cutting. And there is also an extra paper, paper number 9, that holds all those elements exactly the same like they are here on one side. And the B side has like a simple pattern that matches the collection. I don't have those papers in my stash, so here is, or maybe here, is like a digital preview of this paper. And those are the elements that run through collection. And let's start with the paper number 1. This is the first side, paper with scene, like a very rich scene. So you just can place your picture here, add few embellishments, title, and you are done. You can also do something like I do a lot, fussy cut the elements or fussy cut the parts of the scene. Like you can fussy cut here, including like the scooter only, and you can place it on the more neutral background like a plain sky without any of the elements that are here. You can also do the other way, fussy cut this element and place it on a more plain pattern. The sky pattern can be found with clouds in some of other older collections. I think the Fantastic, Dreamer, I don't recall from just top of the head some different lines, but there were a few with the clouds and the sky. So you can kind of do something like this if you prefer more simple pattern with less elements, but this is just the perfect page for all of you who would like to make fast and beautiful pages. And beside of this paper has this lovely sweater pattern in pink color. And we have paper number 2 with another scene. This time we have a big door and a scene outside the door. So you can also create a scene with a picture here. You can cut out the doors and open them sort of and place the picture behind them. There are plenty of possibilities. And the B side of this paper has this lovely wooden background. This is the paper number 3 and scene number 3, and we have a house, lovely outdoor scene, and again you can do something I suggested by fussy cutting elements from the background. And the B side has another super fun sweater pattern, this time in mustard color. And we have paper number 4, as always some floral pattern. This time we have birds included into this one. And the B side has a lovely hot air balloons over the pink background, and for me it's like fussy cutting heaven. You can fussy cut all those balloons and use them in your projects. They come in different sizes, so you'll have plenty to play with. And paper number 5, again a pattern with flowers. This one has a bigger flowers. No birds included, so you can cut out the flowers from the background. You can use the background just like it is. I like those bigger, let's call them peonies. I don't know, maybe they are roses, so you can easily cut them out. And the B side has this lovely reef on the sky background, and it's also pre-designed to just place a picture. You can cut out the inner side, place the bigger picture on the back. And we have paper number 6, as always, 12 3x4 cards. One side has like little scenes or embellishments on top of them, and the B side has frames. This one has both Polaroid frames and like wooden frames with a bit of shabby look. So this is how the papers looks. We also have 6x6 paper pad, and the cover on one side and on the back has the same elements for fussy cutting. We had previously we have been including smaller 3x3 squares to cut out, but we decided that this will do better for you. So those are elements for cutting out. And we again have the same scenes. Everything is shrinked, so those are exactly the same patterns. And we have 24 double-sided papers, so we have 4 of each design, so a lot of fun to play with. We have die cuts, and this time we have a lot of beautiful die cuts with hot air balloons. How we have fans, bicycle, 2 joy of life and happiness words in this super cute font that has hearts instead of dots over the eyes. We have balloons, so flowers, plenty of beautiful elements to play with, and they all come from the collection. And the last but not least, we have a set of stickers. And again, we have like smaller wordings on the bottom, some tabs, great title for layouts and for albums. So the layout of the stickers is exactly the same in all of the collections. The patterns are just different, so you already know this product. Not mentioning the great quality and thickness. Those are the cardboard stickers, so see, they are very sturdy. They have like 1 millimeter, maybe more thickness, and they are printed on exactly the same paper that we print the papers, so the colors are exactly the same. So this is the first collection, and we can move to the second one. The second one is called Sunset Beach, which the name always kind of make me giggle because it reminds me of the soap opera of the same title, Sunset Beach, that I watched when I was little, well, teenager, not little. And we have the cover as always. B-side is filled with elements for fussy cutting. Those are the beach themed items, but also like a summary items you can use on your summer albums. And the color scheme of this collection reminds the sunset, so it has a lot of warm coral, orange, pink. Also the blue color have this tint of orange in it. So we have the beach scene first with the sunset here, and a lot of elements on the front. Back side of this paper has this beautiful rosette in pinkish color, so it's just the perfect background for any layout. Paper number 2 has a window scene, so we have like indoor element and the scene view through the balcony with sun setting over the cliffs. So this is like a very romantic paper. And the B-side has beautiful cloudy sky during the sunset, so you can create the whole scene on top of it. Paper number 3 is another scene. This time we have like a wild cliff coast with some flowers around it. So this is like a carte blanche for your projects. And another beautiful rosette, this time in blue color. So again, beautiful background. Paper number 4 with flower clusters over this sky-ish background. And the B-side has this like a basket pattern, waving pattern in the blue shade. And we have paper number 5, again, some flower clusters. And the B-side has this I don't know how to describe this pattern, but it's like a seashell inside, made a lamp made of it, or this door screen, I don't know, but I really love this idea. And paper number 6 with 12 3x4 cards with scenes on one side, and this time we have a lot of Polaroid frames on the other side. And that's it for the papers. Let's move to the other elements. We also have paper number 9, which again I don't have, but there is a preview on the screen, so it has elements for fussy cutting on one side and simple pattern on the other side. And we have 6x6 paper pad. Again, 24 double-sided papers with bonus sheets on the front and back cover. Every pattern is downsized, so we have everything that we had in those big papers here. And we have ephemera pack, die cuts pack, and again we have a lot of elements. We have seashells, ice creams, like a watchtower, umbrellas, sandcastles, and we have Sunset Beach word included. And the last but not least, stickers, cardboard stickers with plenty of wording. They are like summer related, sea related, beach related, so all those beautiful summer memories can be scrapbooked with those stickers and with this collection. Okay, so we can move to another line, and this one is I would say another summer kind of theme, at least for me, because visiting Provence in France always means that it's summer. So we will start with papers. The collection is called Lavender Farm, and it is the beautiful combination of purple, mint and beige colors. It's all about beautiful lavender fields, lavender flowers. So we have the cover with the bonus sheet on the other side with elements for fussy cutting, and as I said, we have plenty of lavender in this line. There is also paper number 9 that has all those elements and the simple pattern on the back. I don't have this paper, so here is the preview on the screen. And let's move on. This is the first paper in this collection. It's a lovely outdoor scene with like a cottage, lavender field, and some flowers on top and on the bottom. And the B side of this paper has this like a beige simple pattern. I don't know, it reminds me of plywood, painted with white paint and washed with a sand paper. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a very simple pattern, perfect for the background. Paper number 2, this time we have a reef that includes like the outdoor scene on the inside, like a landscape, and plenty of elements around, including those big lavender flowers. And the B side has this beautiful shabby purple wood with chipping paint. And this is the paper number 3, another scene with a beautiful lavender fields landscape, and again some elements on the top like flowers and I don't know, garden elements. And we have a B side. This time again we have a wooden pattern, but in a bigger scale without planks, just the wood texture in the beige color. And we have paper number 4 with the big window, and we have some elements on top of it, plus the landscape behind it. And paper, backside of this paper is this collage of doors, so you can cut them out and use them in your projects. So we have a purple, mint and beige doors. And we have paper number 5 with flowers, as always, on top of the mint background. And the B side has the same wood planks with the chipping paint, but this time in mint color. And the last paper, 3x4 cards, 12 of them with little compositions on top of them. And we have the B-side that has frames, but also the Polaroids. So easy to use in any project by fussy cutting them. And we have 6x6 paper pad, again 24 papers, the same paper quality, the same grade thickness, and we have bonus sheet on the front and the back with elements for fussy cutting, and all the same papers I showed you are downsized into this 6x6 paper pad. We also have die cuts included into this collection, and we have plenty of lavender here. We have two words, Provence and lavender, and we have like a house, fencing, a gate, a cute little card, and a lot of flowers. And the last in this collection is this cardboard sticker sheet. Again, the same layout, different patterns on each, and it has a lot of like lavender, keeping calm, like a spa, smell, memories of Provence. So you can of course scrapbook this kind of memories, but also like enjoy the life, our story, be yourself. So something like essential oils, feel the lavender magic, inhale, exhale. So it's about well-being too. And this is the third collection, and we have one more to go through, and this one is called Botany. And Botany is a perfect collection for all those kind of a more vintage vibe lovers. And cover again with elements for fussy cutting on the other side, and again we have exactly the same elements on paper number 9, which has this on the one side and simple pattern on the other side. I don't have those papers somehow, so here is the preview, digital preview of this paper, so you can see what's included on the other side. And we have paper number 1. It's like a vintage lace on the background, very soft with a composition around it. And we have like a cabinet, we have like seeds pack, elements like this into this collection. And the B-side has this beautiful damask in a greenish color. And we have paper number 2. This time we don't have like a scene, we have a wreath with elements that can be found in this collection on top of this beautiful vintage-like print background. And this is my favorite paper, all of this collection. I know it has beautiful flowers and it's like, seems like a waste, but just look at this gorgeous pattern. And it reminds me like a cover of the very old book. It has the stains, it has the washes. I don't know, it's not just a plain green paper, it's just beautiful green paper. And we have paper number 3, again a wreath, this time like not closed wreath on top of the background that has typing machine font. And the B-side has this dark chipped wall element in a blackish color, I would say, so this is also perfect for the background. This collection is quite dark comparing to other Mintay collections, but we know you also love the dark colors, so this is like for all of you with this more vintage soul. And we have beautiful flowers in the small sizes on top of dark background, so I wouldn't recommend fussy cutting them because it would be like a tremendous job. And the B-side, this is also the paper I love. This is a collage, and it looks like the pages from the old books, old notebooks. So it's a nice paper to cut into pieces and use them like trinkets. You can also use it as a composition for the page. And we have another beautiful floral pattern, this time on top of this dark green background. And this time the flowers are much bigger. They are easy for fussy cutting, which I did already in my project. So this is my fab. And the B-side looks like a vintage Victorian a wallpaper with smaller flowers, but this time on top of the light background, and 3x4 cards, again with a little compositions on top of them. And the B side has the frames, but they have like this lace outlines. Some of them looks like cover of the book, and I don't know, maybe they are not frames, they were like I'm looking for a word, but I don't know the English word for it, or at least I don't remember it right now, but they look very vintagey, I would say. Okay, let's move to 6x6 paper pad, 24 double-sided patterns, all the elements shrinked, and the same patterns that are in 12x12 papers. We have bonus sheets on front and on the back with elements for fussy cutting. So those are the elements that runs through collection. We have die cuts, and we have plenty of elements. We have words herbarium and nature, and we have like leaves, flower clusters, spyglass, no, it's not a spyglass, magnifying glass, and some, it looks like a seed packet. So plenty of fun elements to work with. And the stickers, cardboard stickers, spread peace, love and respect to nature, herbarium, close to nature, botany lover. So you can scrapbook your garden pictures, but this is also more generic collection. So love grows, bloom with grace, nature calls, everything grows better with love. So those are the elements you can easily the words you can easily use in any theme of the page. So here there is the last element, and we can move to Chippies. And before we will move to Chippies, we have two new products. So those are Mintay basic products, and we have craft cardstock and white cardstock. They come packed like this. So we have I don't remember, I think 6 in each set. I don't know if it's listed here. No, I will just open it. So we have a craft cardstock. This is a very thick, 300 grams per square meter thick. And let's open it. Again, we have this cover with like pre-designed background for 12x12 layout. And we have this craft cardstock have like two sides. So this one is darker, this one is lighter, which is perfect because you can choose what kind of page you would like to create. And those are the same papers we are using to cut our fancy cards, so you can match them together in album bases. You can use them, of course, for the layout because they are 12x12 sized, perfectly cutted, but you can also cut them into smaller pieces, make album pages with them, make card bases with them, cut them with dies, cut them with your digital die cutting machines. They are just a plain card to play with. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there are 6 in each pack. And we have exactly the same set, but this time with white paper. Let me open it. And again, we have the cover. The cover has this cover on the back side. And we have 300 grams per square meter. Again, very stiff paper. Beautiful, beautiful white. And they are exactly the same on both sides. And this is the paper that will match also the same as the craft paper as a background for your layouts, as you can cut them into the smaller pieces for albums, cards, whatever float your boat. So those are the new products. And we also have 6 new Chippies sets, and we ask and you receive sorry, I have tongue tied. We listened to you and we are delivering to you more intricate designs. So we have the first bigger chippies. This is the window one, and we have the window and the shutters then can close the window. So this is the great product for more dimensional projects. You can of course use it on the layouts, but this is something for me that always screams for like a fancy frame with interactive element. We have the set called Summer, and it can go with many of other collections. This year, Joy of Life and Sunset Beige, but you can also use it with like the older Paradise, Fantastic collection. So it doesn't require a specific collection. We try to make it the most versatile as possible. So we have ice creams, we have some summer vibes only, welcome sunshine, bikes, flip-flops, drinks, so plenty of elements to play with. And we have another set, it calls the frames set, and we have intricate frames with the inside that in some of them can be removed, like in this case, or with the heart, you can press out the square and you will have only the frame. Those circles, they have like a solid inside element, so you can use them just like they are. And this one, this one is my favorite. It's a quote set. So we have plenty of quotes in here, and we have like faith, love, hope, family, love, hope, you are amazing, kind, loved, faith, love, hope, family in a bigger font. So those are the same. One is smaller, one is bigger. One can go on layout, one can go on card. Together, forever and always, you are amazing, kind, and loved. So this is exactly the same. This one is bigger, this one is smaller. Now, love knows no limits. You will forever be my always. You also have you and me, exo in few sizes, and some stars that fill the empty spaces. So they are very, very versatile. And we have the set called nature set, and this is more intricate. We have like a greenery, we have birds, we have butterflies, we have birds on the stick, so plenty of elements. Oh, sorry, I just noticed I took the sheet that I already used some, sorry, but those were exactly the same that are here. We have lavender that then goes with Lavender Farm collection. And the last, but I think also one of my favorites, hot air balloon set. And we have all sorts of balloons. They are quite intricate, so you can bag them with paper. You can paint them with our Kreativa Paints. Some of them have those banners on top, flags, and some of the flags are like separate, so you can combine them with hot air balloon, but you don't have to. So this is the 6th set. And the last element of this release, let me check if it's recording. Yes, it is, because it will be quite a long video. And we have new Kreativa Paints, and here are already some samples that I made. So this is the second release of Kreativa Paints. We released those colors as the first set, and they were more light and pastel colors. So we had white, anthracite, bear, sand, lemon, peach, tomato, rosebud, sky, breeze, aqua forest, and lilac. So they were the first release. And now we added 7 new colors to the family. And I just need to mention it, they don't come with this paint stroke on top. This is what I do to kind of quicker find the paint, because I store them in the drawer. So when I open it, I don't need to read the name. I just look at the color and I see if it fits the collection I'm working with. So they come with the clear jar on the top, and we have 7 new colors. And I already made like samples with them. So we have navy color. This is it, and it looks much darker into the jar because this is the quality of chalk paints. They when they are wet, they look darker, and they dry much lighter than they appear in the jar. If you have any like lumps or something like this, or the paint divided into more liquid and more solid part, use the spatula to kind of mix it together, and it will work perfectly. It's just the quality of these paints that they can divide into sections. So we have a navy, and we can compare this color to the sky color that was released previously. And we also have breeze and aqua. So we have like five bluish colors already in our color palette. So you can see this one is much darker, and this is already dry. So this is how this color will appear on the paper. And I use the cardboard because this is the most common, like the chippies are made of materials. So this is how it looks, how it will look on chippies. We have color called turquoise. We had the aqua color in the previous release, but this has more bluish vibe, like lighter tone, and this has more vivid shade with a little bit of green added. And this is, again, it looks much darker when it's wet. This is how the paint looks inside, and this is how it looks when it's dry. We have another color, a green shade. This one is called olive, and it's olive color apparently. This is how it looks when it's dry, and this is the previous green called forest green. So you can see this one was much more pastel color. This one has this very warm vintage vibe, and this is how it looks in the jar when it's wet. And another color, this one is called beige, and we have a color called sand in the previous release, but it was more like a warm gray color, and this one is like typical beige with the yellow tones. And again, this is how it looks in the jar. And some we had questions about white paint, why it appears more liquidy than the colors. So it's all the paints are made with white plus some pigment. So the white is the base of each color. That's why it seems more liquidy, but it's okay. It still has all the qualities of the paints. This is just denser paint because of all the pigments added to the mix. So that's why it may appear more dense, pudding-like than the white paint, but it's normal. So we have another color called rust. We have the red one that was called tomato in the previous release, but this one had more pinkish vibe, and this one has more orange vibe. So this is tomato, this is the new color rust. And let's open the rust. This is more liquidy than, let's say, the beige color, but it's all the quality of the paint, so it's all totally fine. And sometimes you just need to mix because the thicker part is on the bottom, so it will still be the same texture. So this is rust. It's still drying up here, so it may appear a little bit darker here, and it has this beautiful rusty color. We have the color called Peony, and we had the pink color called Rosebud in the previous release, but it was very, very soft. We also had peach, which was like a peach pink color, and now we have the Peony, which is much stronger pink color, and you can see how intense it looks in the jar, but it's not that intense when it's dry, especially on the cardboard. So this is how Peony looks like. And we have the last color called mustard, and we have the yellow called lemon in the previous release, but this is like a very soft pastel yellow, and this time we have a mustardy yellow in this more kind of vintage vibe. And again, it appears much darker in the jar than it's when it's dry. So this is how the mustard look. And here are all new colors. This time we released more darker. shades. So look how pretty they are, and they have all the same qualities. We have a video on our YouTube channel where I go through all the qualities of those paints and I give you some ideas how you can use them, and I will link this video in the description box of this video. I think I can also add the link in the top screen here on here. I don't remember how exactly it works, but you can jump to this video and watch all the qualities of the paints. That is all for today. I talked a lot because we have a lot of products to share with you. Thank you so much for staying with me, and see you soon on some video from our fabulous dream team. Bye.